dead square.
Hi, what do I owe you? 12?
I got it.
No, Sean. No. No, Sean, it's my loss.
You're good.
Dude, you did not have to do that. Man.
You guys take care of it.
How do I take care of you?
Hey, you got 3 Bud Light. What's up?
All right, we got Don McClelland.
Tim KOVACS.
Don McClelland, Tim KOVACS. Vegas versus Cali. I got to tell you, back in his day, Don McClelland was one of the most treacherous bar players you'd ever come across.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I've seen him play just in the matches that he's played in these events. And you can tell that he has a great understanding of the game just by watching him play.
Yeah, he's no slouch. But I don't know how much he plays anymore. And so I'm not going to side bet on this match. Cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
Thank you very much,
hey,
Jack.
Thank you very much. And you got to enjoy a good Canellas.
You're the champ. And we're drinking Canella spirits.
Mm-hmm. They have all of the Canella spirits here.
Oh,
at
that's
the Rum Runner.
tasty.
Isn't
that's
that
a tasty
good?
beverage.
That is very good.
That is one tasty beverage right there. Canella spirits. Cinnamon cordial. Oh, yeah, that works.
It's my favorite way to do it is you have it on the rocks with a squeeze of orange on it, and it's fantastic.
Yep. Fresh from Farino Distillery. Check out farinodistillery.com. So, but no, we're not side betting this match. But I got to tell you, I've heard a lot of things about Tim. I've heard that his game has gotten much better the last 3 years.
Absolutely. Tim is the 2017 Doc Hill champ.
Uh-huh.
He's a very good player. Not only does Tim and his wonderful wife Darcy support pool and run so many great tournaments, but Tim is always an avid player. He has a true love for the game.
He's asking Mike Gans to remove the rack. I am updating the scoreboard as we speak. This is the first game in a race to 6, guys. This is also a one-loss match. All matches today are going to be one loss for the rest of the evening. Benjamin Gonzalez says, "Nice, Mary. Pay up, Daniel."
Daniel has paid.
Man, I think I lost subscribers on that match.
I think you should gain them because you were a man of your word and you did and you paid up.
I tried to pay up.
Well, we got the drinks and it didn't come out of my pocket. I consider the dead square.
Yeah. And by the way, no ill will towards Mary. I have a lot of respect
not.
for her. She's a great player. She does a lot. She still works for CSI?
No, she actually she left and is. I'm not sure the company she's working with, but it's a job that she truly loves and she's extremely happy right now.
All right, well there you go.
Yep, absolutely. No, I worked with Mary for a while, but I love her. She's a wonderful woman and one heck of a pool player.
Careful, you got her husband sitting right there.
Oh, I know.
Be careful now.
Dan plays a little bit as well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Tim KOVACS, ladies and gentlemen. Kojak visits the subway.
That's a tough roll right there. A little bit of overdraw. Sometimes I have that happen when I try and steer the ball too much.
Yeah, well, a little adrenaline does that too.
When you know you're being streamed live on POVPOOL.
I don't think that's bothering Tim.
I don't think so either. Tim plays in a lot of stream matches. I will tell you, the first time I ever played on a stream table may be the single worst match of pool of my life.
On POV?
Yeah, exactly. It was on POV. I made sure that I knew in my mind that there were millions of people watching. I completely psyched myself out. And then I had a Canella's cordial and relaxed. So Don takes the first game, 1-0.
Eric Fryer. Dude, I will tell Geraldine that did you know that Geraldine and I got engaged, Eric? Just wanted you to know that. I don't know if you know that for sure. So I love you, brother, and I'd happily sip a pitcher of beer with you next time I see you, and I'm buying. But when am I going to see you again? Come on, man. Let's just quit playing this game, and when I get to LA, I'll get back in touch with you. All right, bro? Let's go hit some balls. I'm not playing much pool. You know, when I say that, hit some balls, I'm not playing much pool these days.
You know, everybody that tells me that usually follows it up with, "Hey, Jack, do you want to bet 100?"
No. I'm not. This is no joke. It's no joke. Like, oh, my God. You know what? I usually worry about my cue. This is the first time I've looked at it since this morning. Dust the cobwebs off this thing.
What kind of a cue do you play with?
I play with a Tiger TL3. Remember Dennis Orcoyo?
Yeah. He's kind of hard to forget.
Which, by the way, I have access to the original cue that Dennis played with for 3 years.
Really?
And Warren Kiamko. They both played with the same cue. And this is the cue that they played with. It's the Tiger TL3 cue. Beautiful cue.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
I love those Balabushka diamonds in that.
Yeah. And I have access to both the original Warren cue and the original Dennis cue. If anybody's interested at all, please let me know. Send me an email, daniel@povpool.com or povpool@gmail.com.
I'm a huge fan of the classic cues, the classic look. You know, I have the cue I play with is a little bit fancier and flashier, but the hand cut points, simple inlays,
Simple design.
Absolutely,
Simple design.
But it's simple grace.
And not only that,
I love the green in it.
Not only that, man, those cues hit like God. Both Dennis and Warren have won a lot of events with these cues.
I bet.
And by the way, they're signed.
Yeah, they are signed.
And videotaped of them signing
If we have some cue connoisseurs out there, they need to get in touch with you.
Yeah, definitely. And this cue retailed at, I think, 17 or 18.
Okay.
But I don't think the markup's that high on the Dennis and Warren cues. So if you're really interested in the Dennis and Warren cues, let me know.
One of these days, I'm going to get a Carmelo cue. I love the work he does as well.
Oh, Ariel
yeah,
Carmelo.
It's true craftsman.
Oh, my goodness. I feel so bad. I have not been doing Ariel any justice on this particular event, only because everybody else sent me commercials. And for him, I didn't have one. But I do have a collage of photos that I'm gonna show you guys of some of Ariel's best work. Not just
is my
photos
memory right
from
that
his
he's done some
websites.
magnificent work with burl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the burl woods. That's beautiful.
Did you see our video profile on Ariel?
I did. I saw that.
Yeah.
Tim put a good stroke on that ball to get back on the 6th ball. He may have gotten a hair straight, but he should be able to play it off the rail to get shape on the 7.
It's already 1-0. Don McClelland.
Right. That was after the scratch on that Tim had in the side.
Yeah. While I was talking about Tiger cues.
Daniel,
Jack,
we have the one and only Mr. Steve Bergen here. He's right behind you.
Oh, Mr. Second Place.
Second place in the dock hill.
Mr. Runner Up.
Mr. Hot Seat. He's shying away from the microphone at the moment, but
let's check in with him. Come here, Steve.
No, I'm not. No.
Yes.
Steve Bergen. Is that Bergan?
Yes, that's
yes.
correct.
That's how he spells the autograph.
Is that Dutch? What is that?
Norwegian.
Well, you don't play like any Norwegians that I know, I tell you.
I'll tell you,
they play better.
Steve played fantastic in the dock. He really did.
If I remember correctly, I think you hustled me like a year ago. I think we were just like, yeah, let's just play 5 a game, and I think I was like down 80.
No, I think the only time we played, we broke even.
Did we
played
break
like
even?
4 sets. We broke even, I think.
Oh, I think, yeah, you escaped, right? You had to
Yes,
drive Jimmy home.
I escaped somehow.
That's something. Hey, look, congratulations. You runner-up to Larry Davis. How was that experience for you playing the Dock Hill last week?
Oh, that's a heck of a tournament. I'll tell you, Larry played lights out. He had a lot of heart and just played his fundamentals and everything were so good. It was fun to watch Larry play.
Yeah.
I was as much a fan sitting there losing as he was winning.
What was the final score?
6-5, 6-2.
Yeah, I will tell you, I had him 5-2 and lost.
Was it a double dip situation?
And he double dipped me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
6-5, 6-2?
Something like that, probably. Yeah.
So you went hill first match.
Yeah, but I was on the hill a long time before he was.
Okay, yeah. You're laughing, but you came from the hot seat.
Yes, I did.
That must have felt pretty good, being in the hot seat like that.
Well, the only good set I played was to get to the hot seat.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I ham and egged it all weekend.
He played some guy. He played some guy first thing Sunday who didn't give up much of a fight.
Yeah. This guy Jack.
This guy Jack Murray, who's
Jack Fire.
Jack Fire, and he had his
Jack got fired. You fired him.
He had fans around wearing their Jack Fire shirts.
We
and
actually
stuff.
have Jack Fire shirts.
You walk up to him, and say, "Jack, you fired."
There's guys that have made Jack Fire shirts and follow him around.
Right.
You've got to have a fan club, guys.
You guys, you're doing a great job. Thank you. I'll tell you what, your video, from all the years that I've known you, your video is outstanding. You have really moved up.
What are you talking about? Since when?
Your video.
Oh, well,
From
thank
when
you.
you started POV years
Thank
ago.
you.
And that.
Oh my gosh, I know. If you look at the old stuff,
oh my goodness,
all the old Jimmy interviews and stuff.
This when I watch this, anytime I see your POV stuff, it is top-notch video.
I appreciate that.
Unbelievable.
I appreciate that.
Unbelievable.
We're a little loose on the mic, but whatever. What are you gonna do?
We probably can't have putters or Mercer after dark anymore, right?
Well, we can totally do that. What are you kidding me? You're invited.
Yeah. Only if I bring.
Sounds like you want to be a part of the show.
Only if I bring my jump stick.
Are you auditioning? yeah, exactly. Bring a Jimmy and have Jimmy use it and sign it, and we auction it. That's what we did 5 years ago. Mike Ayers, shout out to you in Montana. He owns the only jump cue ever used by and signed by Jimmy Mattia. Isn't that crazy?
That's hilarious.
That was great.
Jimmy is not quite the fan of jump cues.
He's not the fan of a lot of things. Polka dotted cue balls, magic racks. You may as well put on a diaper if you're going to use a jump cue.
That's right. That's right. Listen, you guys are doing such a good job. I don't want to take up your time. You guys, take this, Jack.
Congratulations,
Steve Bergen, man. Thank you, man. It's great to talk to you. Great to see you. Thanks for checking in with us, man.
Congrats.
You got to represent Las Vegas, man, even if you don't feel like you do. I don't know what that means, but plush pocket Northridge, plush pocket Northridge. There you go. Yeah, shout out to Steve Chen. He owns Plush Pocket Northridge.
There you go.
Turbo draw. Yes, I have it. That's Mike Ayers. He owns the jump cue. Yeah,
that's fantastic.
He owns Jimmy Mattia's
That is literally
jump
a
cue.
one of a kind.
It is a one of a kind. And here's the funny story. I don't know if I should tell the story because I don't want to hurt the resale value.
Looks like we have a 1-1 game here right now.
All right. I believe you.
Tim
Look
managed
at
to get
this
out the last
combo mania. You gotta watch the snowball.
That is a great Jimmy the Painter impression.
Pete the Painter?
Pete the Painter, yes.
Pete the Painter.
Pete the Painter. There is a league team on Mondays called Pete the Painter.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Turbo Draw. We might need you later for a call in. Don McClelland goes back to his chair, a little bit dejected. Jeff Gray is saying that you're tough action.
I'm tough action?
Yeah.
Only when Jeff Gray's distracted.
Maybe you're trying to hustle me. Shout out to Ben Sutherland. He's in the chat room right now.
Oh, Ben's a great supporter of pool here in Vegas, too. He was doing a great job on the mic with you earlier.
Yeah, he was. He's a
he's
good.
done some work with the CSI streams with the Swanee.
Yes,
Helped out with the Swanee, and then we also had the Team Arizona versus Team Las Vegas challenge.
Yeah, and he's got some other gigs lined up,
yep,
so that's good for him.
He's doing very well.
Frank the Barber, Frank Almanza, my good friend. I miss you, bro. I feel like we've been, I don't know, like, you know, like when the ship sinks and you guys are like the survivors of the Titanic and you haven't talked to each other for years. That's how I feel.
But there was room for two on that board.
Yeah. Frank, man, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it was a good safety.
This is a smart play.
Got me chewing my ice now. Arjun, what? 1-1?
Yep, the score is 1-1.
Thank you. Yes, I did know that. Just didn't pay attention to the scoreboard. It's hard to do everything.
But you do a pretty dang good job of it.
Oh, no.
A little bit of an overdraw what I think you wanted, but I think it still got safe. I think you'd prefer him to be stuck right behind that 7.
Ben Sutherland says, thank you for the kind words, Jack. And then he says, I have a man crush on you too. No, he didn't say that.
Okay, I was just going to say I'm a little concerned. I'm a little
ish.
concerned-ish.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep the ishes to a minimum.
Yeah.
Somehow they became my trademark.
Yeah. You know, I'm taking liberties here because these guys are both taking this match very seriously. You can tell, especially Tim.
Absolutely.
Tim, one thing I've learned about Tim, and I've seen him play for years, is he is heavily involved in competition. Like, he really cares about competition.
Absolutely. He's very intense when he plays. He's focused. You know, when you play Tim, you're always getting the best game he can give you.
You're getting Tim. You're getting all of Tim.
You're not getting someone who's distracted, who's, you know, at the bar doing different things. You're always getting the best game.
Yeah, you're not getting Daniel Bush, that's for sure.
I wasn't going to go there.
Yeah, I'll do it for you.
I mean, you don't earn a name Jackfire for being too intense. It's because there's a beverage.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Mark Feller, enjoying your great stream here in the Philippines. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Jack Murray. Thanks, Gino Hill. Thanks. And thanks to you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody. Couldn't do this on my own, I tell you.
But you do an amazing job of bringing pool to everybody.
No.
Not everybody is blessed to be able to be here.
You kidding me? I've been slacking off this year. I haven't been doing much at all. I've been slacking. Got to get my game on.
I did enjoy the billiards coverage you did in
Tucson. Been doing a lot of three cushion.
Yeah.
Been doing a lot of three cushion.
It's a beautiful game.
But pool, it is a beautiful game. It is a beautiful game. Three cushion is an amazing game. I've learned so much about pool from playing three cushion and watching three cushion. And I'm gonna take a page out of Jimmy Mataya's book, and I'm gonna remind you guys that if you really want to know about kicking and safeties and really about playing the game of pocket billiards, go visit a pool hall that has a three-cushion billiard table.
One of my favorites.
Pick up a little three-cushion billiards.
One of my favorites in California is College Billiards.
College, yeah, owned by Pedro.
Yes. What a magnificent three-cushion player.
So here we go. Tim's just used an extension here. He's around. I think he's like 5'7".
Probably 5'7", 5'8", in that ballpark.
About 5'7", 5'8".
That was a well-played shot. I think he got the angle to be able to play safe.
Looks well. Yeah, he can't pass the 8. So,
No, but he can thin it and put the cue ball on this side of the 8.
Yeah, but that's what he wanted to do. You're right. Yeah, all you got to do is stop this ball. Or you can just roll it slow.
I would do the slow and put it.
Yeah.
Put it.
Just hit the rail. That's all you got to worry about. Just contain the ball.
I think he showed him the edge of the 7, though.
He can play a return.
Speak of the legend.
He can play a return.
Speak of the legend.
Howdy, partner.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Let's check in. Hold on a second.
I want to take a look at the board.
What are you going to do?
Before you take a look at the board, say hi, Jimmy.
No, it's
All
too
right.
late. He's off and running.
Jimmy Matai is in the house.
Yeah. He's saying let him wait.
Let him marinate a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he didn't shove as much as I thought he might have. The camera angle looks like you can see it, but when you look at the table, it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm getting, it's funny. I just had a conversation with Shane Van Boning about the West Coast swing this year. I told him the bad news, and he was like, what? Are you crazy? Now he's got me thinking. I must be crazy. I know. We should have this tournament, right?
Well,
shout out again to Eric Fryer. I love you,
you
bro.
can always do to have events like that and promote it is great, but obviously sometimes things get in the way. It looks as though Tim's got a clear shot of the 7 ball here, so he should be able to get out.
Billy Silvera. Oh, hi, buddy. I'll tell Gino you said hi.
Billy Silvera. I believe he's in northern Nevada, correct? Carson City area, Gardnerville?
Yes, yes.
He and his wife Sarah are starting a brand new USA Pool League up there. Oh, Tim, he's gonna miss. He's gonna see that 8 ball for a while. Tim had an out ball and missed it. So
I gotta do something.
Absolutely.
I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Jack Murray, who is not necessarily capable of changing the scoreboard. So just hang in there with us until I get back. I'll update the score, I promise.
They only allow me to talk here. And enjoy my Canelas.
Yeah, don't ask him to use his hands.
All right, so it's 2-1 Don McClelland. I will update the score verbally, let you guys know what's going on. While Daniel takes care of a few things, but it is 2-1 Don over Tim KOVACS, Tim's break. The format is race to 6. It is alternate break. You rack for your opponent. The 9 ball does not count in the bottom 2 corners. It counts in the top 4. Yeah, on the break, that is. Give an update of a few matches that have started because we actually got ahead of schedule, which is fantastic. We have Frank Moreno and Gary Onamura. Frank is up 1-0 on Gary. Make that 2-0 as he just moved another ball over. Gary Andrews is playing Joe Azune. Gary is up 1-0 in that match. And we have Mike Helmer and Ray Skenador. Mike is up 1-0 in that match. Earlier, we saw Trace Kane miss a ball that he should have got out on, and he took the time to take the tempo and relax and get back into it and came back and win the match. That 8 ball could be a curse for Tim, or it could be one of those shots that gets him refocused. Let's see how he handles it. Well, it looks like Don fell onto a shot here. I don't know if the 2 will go by the 5 enough to go in. It almost looks like it's wired to the corner of the corner pocket. But it's a tough angle to see. We have the great Jim Blakeman watching the shot. Obviously, I was wrong. It went. looks as though Tim's got himself a bit of a pickle here. He's got a kick shot on the 3. I don't think he has the edge of it. But there is a kick safe. If you can kick it and hit the, as you're looking at the angle from this camera view, the left 2/3 of the ball should be able to kick and stun it, and that ball goes to the side rail and past the 8-6. That ball was extremely well played by Tim. That was a great shot. That is a lost art in pool. So many people want to jump. They want to do different things. If you understand the art that is kicking and how to control the cue ball off the ball and get this right percentage of the ball you're hitting, you can do great things kicking the ball.
Need another drink? Same thing? Take care of my Jackie. Okay. Hi, baby. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. What's going on?
Just commentating.
I know.
I have no idea what those buttons do. I'm allowed to talk. Straight in.
Oh, yeah?
Put it 2-1 him. Now it's 2-1 Don.
You got the AC right here. This is good.
I'm loving it.
I know. It's good. Baby. Oh, did you really?
I just got blessed by the presence of the lovely Lisa Herman. It looks like Tim's going to be taking the shot at the 9 in the side. I don't blame him on this one. Balls lay a little funny, especially with that 6-8. Good shot by Tim to tie the game at 2. That's 2-2. Tim KOVACS and Don McClelland. 2-2. Race to 6. On table 2, Mike Helmer and Ray Skinador are 1-1. On table 3, Frank Moreno is up 3-0 on Gary Anamora. And on table 4, Joe Azuni and Gary Andrews are 1-1. And the break in this format is key because it's not your standard 1 on the spot. They rack the 9 ball on the spot, even though they are using the magic rack. And the cue ball has to be within about a 12-inch wide break box. It's basically from the middle diamond to middle diamond. And it makes it so you can't break off the end rail, you can't break quite wide. And what you generally find is a lot of people tend to play the cut break with a 1 in the side pocket. But some other people are deciding to break head on, and it's fascinating to see which strategies succeed. He's going to have to go across the table a couple times, but he's got should have a good out here. Good opportunity to get out at least. And he still fell on the 4 ball even with hitting the 6 ball. Don McClelland is from La Habra, hope I'm pronouncing that right, La Habra, California. Tim KOVACS is a local here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tim runs some fantastic tournaments and events. He's a great promoter of pool. There's a two-way shot there to get on the 9-ball. It looks as though it should be 3-2 Don. It's a good shot to finish. 3-2 Don McClelland. Thank you to everybody out there for tuning in. I appreciate Daniel Bush being here to promote the event and show the stream free to everybody out there. There's a lot of things happening in Las Vegas coming up. Obviously, most people know about the new U.S. Open format that Matchroom has put up. 256 players buying in for $1,000 each. Of course, there's some spots that have been won and given away and through qualifiers, but it's an amazing event. Just ahead of that, we have the WPA Players Championship at Griff's. It's a two-stage tournament. Stage 2 players were invited, or players invited by the WPA, usually the top 48 players, and they get an automatic advance to Stage 2. But anybody can sign up for the 4 first-round Stage 1 tournaments. There's going to be 4 tournaments directly before the Stage 2. Their single elimination race to 5 alternate break, 96-player fields. And all you have to do to earn a spot in the Stage 2 is to finish in the top 4 players of one of those 4 events. It's a great opportunity. It's $100 to buy in for a single event. If you buy in just for all 4, it's $250. You can go to playcsipool.com to find the spots on that. There's just a lot of pro pool, a lot of great, amazing things happening with pro pool. We still have what used to be the U.S. Open is now the International Open in Virginia. That's going to be the end of this year. We have the WPA World 10-Ball Championships in Las Vegas during the BCA Pool League World Championships and the USA Pool League National Championships in July. Ahead of that, in the same event, there's going to be the Las Vegas Open, 25,000 added. The World 10-Ball Championships, by the way, is a 100,000 added event. It's just amazing things. We have the U.S. Open, straight pool, bank pool, and one pocket coming up in April as well. There's a lot of great things in pool happening in Las Vegas. Get out here. It's going to be hard for Tim to get back on this ball unless he plays it forward with inside English. He's going to have to probably go 3 rails around. He has to get back for that 3 ball that's on the bottom rail. But he's likely going to run into the 9 ball. That was a tough try. Tough shot. Well, as always, the first shot's always key on a potential run out, but this one's a tricky one because if he plays it to the bottom left corner, he's going to have to play the 3-8 combo. If he wants to get the 3 in the bottom left corner, he's going to have to play some creative shape. This is a tough shot right here. Oh, and while he gave Tim a shot on the 2-ball, the 3-ball's no easy task. He's probably going to have to play, if he's going to be aggressive with it, a 3-7 combo, which is a bit offline. That 8-ball may count as a bumper for the 7-ball. It's hard to tell the complete angle on it. It looks like it might be there for it. These guys are playing a little tight right now. They're not letting their stroke out as they have before. That happens. This event brings out the pressure in everybody. The spotlight. It's a different aspect, and a lot of people put their best into this, and sometimes it can tighten your stroke up a hair. That was a good stroke by Don to get it back to the side rail. Now he gets to play the 3-7 combo we were talking about. The way he's looking at it, it looked like he may be trying to go the 3-ball off the rail first. Interesting. It's almost as though he played a 2-way shot there. But I think he left him the 3-ball. It's hard to tell. It looks as though we have it. Now Don has a fairly clear table for the 3 and the 4 and just needs to get to the side rail to get shape on the 5. And just overrolls it. That is tough. Because now with ball in hand, Tim has natural shape on the 5-ball. And I'm the world's best at giving the announcers jinx, so I don't want to say that Tim should be out. But again, Tim should be out here. I like his odds. And he got straight in on the 5. This is a shot where you just have to focus on making the ball and try to drift it just far enough to have a makeable shot. You don't want to lose a cue ball too far forward and scratch, and you don't want to cheat the pocket. Watch out for the scratch in the side pocket here, but this is a bit of a tough back cut. Makeable shot, but the cue ball is going to get loose. He chose to play the bank. It looked almost as though he played that. I don't know if that was a luck shot or not. The way he changed it to hitting with draw, I think he played that deliberately. Ray Skinador is up 3-1 over Mike Helmer. And it's tied 3-3 with Don McClelland and Tim KOVACS. Once again, score updates. As I said before, Ray Skenador is up 3-1 on Mike Helmer. Joe Azuni and Gary Andrews are tied at 2-2. Frank Moreno and Gary Adamora. Frank is up 3-1. You see a lot of dry breaks in this tournament. That's the format with racking the 9 on the spot. If you use a magic rack and you put the 1 on the spot, the wing ball almost always goes in, no matter where you're breaking from. It's very easy to make a ball and get patterned. So they put the 9 ball on the spot to make it harder. And then you also have to break from what we call the break box, which is basically a half diamond off center diamond up to the head string. And it gives you about a 10 to 12 inch box. And it limits what you can do. Most people that are successful play the cut break, but some people are pounding it straight away and can do it as well. It just really depends. Tim was going for the safety probably behind the 4 ball there, caught the corner of the side pocket. Can't tell. I don't think he has the angle to be able to cut this ball. He may be able to play a bank or a two-way save. Or the smart play, which he did, which I didn't see, was just play the natural save, putting it right behind the 2 ball. That was a great shot by Tim. Didn't stroke that well. He's on the 2 ball, but he's going to have to draw it back a little bit away from the 3 ball unless he's going forward with it. I think he's probably going to try and play it back. This is getting shape on the 3 ball here is not easy. And he played the percentage. I just rolled it forward to get a shot that he can play up the rail. Looks like he might be playing it safe here, trying to put him behind the 4 ball. That's a tricky shot. You need to be able to play that with the correct speed and thickness of the hit. Tim can see the edge of this, so there's not a lot he can do. An aggressive play would be trying to play it off the bank, but I think he's probably going to play a safety here. Play the bank off the 6 is the aggressive play, but I just don't even think that's realistic or possible. If he plays a safety here, he wants to come short of the 8 ball to get down there on the rail by the 5.
You know, this is the first rummer in a long time that it hasn't been a big dance going on with all the rummers. And it's watching these conference matches, and that's good, but
It's usually this is the first week. Usually the conference tournament is the Doc Hill tournament. And I don't know if it's because we're a week earlier or
I think we're a week early.
because the second was the first Saturday and we're about 5 days early because and that's what throwing everything off.
But I mean, it's just always so exciting up here to have this going on
And March Madness.
And you go, hey, who you got today? You know, we're not giving up 2.5. I got this, that, you know.
Absolutely.
Watching all the 4 different channels.
No, that's the most exciting. I remember that the last couple of years.
One of the most vivid memories I have about being up here was standing over there and watching Christian Laettner throwing that fucking shot in.
Oh, I hated that shot.
I know, I understand that, but that's one of the most vivid memories I have about being at this place with the big dance going on.
I'm talking with Trace Kane, and one of the things we always held with the Rum Runner Andy Mercer event was it always seemed to fall the same week as the first week of the NC2A tournament. And this year, because the second fell on a Saturday, we're a week early. And so we got conference play. So there's not as much of that crazy fever with everything. And he just mentioned that his favorite memory was watching Christian Laettner throw in that ball. And sorry, guys, I'm not a Duke fan. Arizona all the way. Looks like he's going to let this one squeak out too. They played a few safeties and missed them, and the missed safeties can hurt more than missed shots. Well, looks like he's going to have to jump this. We did get a little bit of him hooked on that. It looked like it rolled out too far, but he's taking airborne to make sure he clears it and makes it. Oh, and he played that well. Going inside the 6 ball to get down on the 5. Score here is 3-3, and that's a killer. That's a killer. I think the 8 did not go by the 9, so we tried to break it up. But a wise Polish guy in Tucson once told me, named Chris Paradowski, if you're going to run into balls, run into them hard. He's playing aggressive to go off the end rail to potentially try and make the ball. Don's playing good. He should be able to make this ball, and whether he bumps it or draws it back a little bit, be able to get shave on the 9 ball. Oh, went forward, and he has a shot, but it's a little tougher than I think he wanted.
What's that? These are all Geraldines. Okay.
Thank you for the kind words on Facebook. Andy Hughes out there watching this stream. Daniel does an amazing job putting out these streams, putting them out for free just to promote pool and grow it across the country. Not everybody's privileged enough to be able to be in Vegas to watch the event of the Rum Runner. It's great to be able to share this out there, and I'm just happy to do my part. Can't tell from this angle if he can see the one, but it looks as though he can. The way he's addressing it. That was a great shot. Come back down to play the 2 on the side. If you can get this, if he gets on the right side of the 4 to get down to the 5. The score right now is Don McClelland 4, Tim KOVACS is at 3. So Don should be able to make this get down to the 5. That's really the big trick on this rack, because if you get down to make the 5 get down to 6. Oh, and of course I did the announcer's jinx. Did not expect that one.
Thanks for manning the booth there while I've been gone.
Oh, my pleasure. I hope I didn't put anybody to sleep.
That wouldn't have been your fault. People need to drink more coffee.
It's a good play by Tim to get on that and go off the rail first.
Looks like a road map here. What do you think?
I think you're exactly right. I mean, that was the big issue was getting from the 5 to the 6, and Don overcut it to miss that shot. But
let's just follow this ball, play for the side pocket.
I'm 100% with you on that. I just play it off the side rail.
He's drawing. I don't like this.
As pool players, we are sometimes the best overthinkers. When we're at the table, your adrenaline's pumping. I like the shot you're talking about. I like playing it straight off the rail, playing the side.
Yeah.
Because you almost can't get on the wrong side of that 8 ball going that way.
We'll say hi to Doug Whaley. Doug in the chat room. Doug Whaley, man. He was one of those victims of the Paradise Fire.
Oh, wow.
Him and his family, and I hope you guys are recovering. I hope you're doing well. I mean, you know, it's real easy for me to ask that question.
You know, that's a
tough
thing.
I honestly can't relate to what happened to you, man. I don't know. I mean, I've lost everything in my life, but not with the kind of stakes that.
No, those fires were horrible this year,
yeah.
And our hearts go out to everybody who's lost anything, let alone everything, with those, and nothing can prepare you for that.
Yeah.
But you're right. I have no idea what they're going through. But with that, it looks like Tim just tied it up 4-4. And we've got another race to 2.
Yeah, we got another
a barn burner.
Another barn burner here on POVPOOL. Whoopsh.
I think in this match I've only seen one ball made on the break.
Good to see you.
How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you, man?
Okay.
Yeah? Playing hard?
Yeah.
Work hard, play hard?
Yeah. Both. Right.
You want to say hello to anybody?
No.
No? Okay. Don't worry. We'll see you in the finals.
I hope so.
Okay, good. Oh my God! Look what the catcher.
Jimmy Moore is here.
Jimmy Moore just walked in. How you doing, Jimmy? Jimmy, what's going on? I didn't see you here today.
What's going on? Well, I haven't been playing. I've been working up Northern California. I haven't played pool in a long time.
Where you been in Northern California?
Orleans, California, up by Medford.
Okay, okay.
I've been working at the pot farm.
You know,
Hey,
that just ends it all right there. But
2019, man.
yeah, it is 2000. I tell you what. Well,
I
then you
had-
haven't been working with Murphy, have you?
Absolutely.
Because Murphy's been up there in Northern
Oh,
California
really? I
for
didn't know that.
like 9-10 months, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I saw him last year, but I don't know where Murphy is these days. Where is Murphy?
Murphy, I know.
James.
James
James
Murphy's
Murphy.
here.
Oh, he's here.
Is he here?
Oh, wow.
He was here earlier.
Get him over here. Get him over here.
They wanted. I just had a birthday, and these people are asking me, "Are you in the Mercer?" I said, "No, I'm not in the Mercer. I'm 71 years old. How could I be in the Mercer?
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
How could I be in the Mercer? I'm 71 years old."
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
What do you mean? How? I don't understand.
these
Look at
guys
Dave.
are in their 30s and
Look
40s.
at Dave Totillo. That guy gets. It's just like Jimmy Matias said. The older Jimmy gets, Dave Totillo. I mean, the older Dave gets, the better he gets. It's just
Well,
like
yeah,
you know.
but you run out of gas too pretty good.
Here's your coffee.
Oh, thanks, sweetie. Here.
I think Murphy may have left, but he was here just a little bit ago.
What's his name?
Who's the other guy that works with me? Where's the other? Where's the other guy with it?
What's his name? He
I don't
lives
know.
here, doesn't he?
He lives here.
Yeah.
Ryan DeBerg?
Not Ryan DeBerg.
Jeff Gray.
Jeff Gray.
Jeff Gray? I don't know. What, is he your action tonight?
No, I mean.
Is he your Huckleberry?
He's usually here, I thought. So,
Or you're his Huckleberry.
I'm his Huckleberry.
Yeah, there you go. There you
So
go.
how's it going then?
It's going all right,
Is it
Jimmy.
going real good?
It's going great.
That's
man.
great.
I got Jack Murray here. Couldn't be better.
I see Jack. Yeah.
You know, we got some of the best players in the world over here. Aaron
I
just
know.
showed
I've
up.
been in this a few times.
Man, it's a smorgasbord of action here
Right.
at the Rib Runner. I tell
I
you,
just want to see.
you just want to see some good action.
You want to see some good action. I'm not going to say
right.
I'd like to see who gets beat. Who doesn't. That wouldn't be right. But anyway, yeah. I mean, every year it's the same thing. It's really cool here. Every year.
It's the same, only different.
Well,
You're not here. You're not playing.
I haven't been in it in a while. I don't know how many years it's been since I've been in it. Maybe 3 or 4 years.
No, you were here like 2 years ago. 2 years. Last year.
No.
You were here last
No.
year.
No, I know he didn't play last year.
I know I didn't play the year before either.
Boy, he really is fishing. He's going to say he hasn't played for 3 years.
I'm running out of fuel here. let me
Oh,
tell you.
yeah. There's some
anyway,
fuel
I don't
for
play
you
much.
up north in California.
Yeah, I don't play much
Up in
anymore.
Orleans.
Yeah, exactly. Orleans, California.
Orleans, California. Yeah.
It's 170
Yeah.
people.
You
live
put it on the map.
170 people live there. It's wonderful.
Wow.
I
Wow.
don't miss this at all.
Yeah.
I miss the pool, but
Yeah, well, so what are you doing in Vegas?
well, I live here. I love you, brother. No, I'm here because the harvest is over.
The harvest is
The
over.
harvest is over, and
Okay.
we're not going to be doing nothing until the end of April.
You're here to do a delivery.
So I come down and relax for about a month and a half.
Right on. Right. That's great to see you, man. I'm glad you're here. Yeah.
Yeah, you do this every year, don't you?
Well, I did skip a year a
Did
few
you?
years ago.
Not many.
No, just
you're-
1 year I
you're
skipped.
here all the time.
I've been here last 7 years except for 1 year.
There you go.
Yeah.
How come Ty not here?
He's here.
He's here somewhere.
In fact, he just asked me who's next.
Oh,
He
really?
is.
Yeah.
Let me go find Matthias.
He's
Yeah,
right
yeah,
over there,
there you
right
go.
at the corner
Who
of
is-
the bar, believe it or not.
By the way, Jack, who do we have next on the
let me look at
stream
the
table
let me
here?
look at the bracket because they usually go in order.
4-4 here. We got the barn burner.
I'm going to go check the bracket just to double check, so I don't want to give bad information. Oh, I thought he was playing that 9 there. I'll be right back.
Good to hear. Good to hear, Doug Whaley. Glad to hear that you're safe in Rockland and life is still good. Deborah Aaron says, happy birthday, Jimmy Moore, and hi, Daniel. Hi to you, Deborah. Why aren't you playing in this? There's a lot of people I expected to be here this weekend. Tough action here. Swear to God, I haven't played in ages. I may have to pick up my stick today. Hit some balls. Get some charity action. Hey.
The next matchup is going to be Daniel Joe Baker versus Jim Mackey.
What's that match going to be like? Do you know? I know Daniel Joe is a very good player.
Let me look up Jim Mackey. I'm not as familiar with Jim.
By the way, we have other matches going on. We got Joey Alzine playing Gary Andrews. The score is with
5-3
with Joe Alzine on the hill. Joe won one of these Dock Hills, didn't he? He came in the finals or something.
I don't think he's. I don't. He's. I think he may have
not
won
allowed
the
to
Dock
play.
Hill. Yeah, the Dock Hill. You had me thinking the Mercer there for a second.
Yeah, Dock Hill. That's what I was asking about. And then you got Gary Onamura playing Frank Moreno. He's Gary is the owner of Good Times Billiards here in Las Vegas.
I think Gary's down 4-2 over there.
Also on the far table there, we've got
Ray Skenendor and Mike Helmer.
Mike Helmer and Ray Skenendor.
Looks like 4-4. That's a tight one.
That's a tight match too. So we're gonna keep this angle on the table here. Hello.
So Jimmy's not an established Fargo Ray player, so it's kind of hard to say where his average is, and I don't like to go off of unestablished ratings, but I think it's going to be Daniel's probably the favorite, but in this format, there's the double equalizers.
Yeah.
The bar tables, alternate break, the racks. But to get to this point, Jim has won matches.
Yeah, that's true.
He beat. Where did Jim Mackey come from? That's the one loss side. Jim Mackey beat Greg Romero 6-5, and Greg is a 600-plus player.
Oh.
So there may be maybe a good match there.
It's kind of familiar now you're telling me about it.
Yeah, he's got this big beard comes down way down.
Yeah, my buddy Frank Almanza. I also want to give a shout out to my other friends out there, Johnny Kang, Heine Kang, Foch Garcia. Hope you guys are well.
I thought Fats might have been here.
Also, some other good players that I think should try to take this tournament on one of these days. Evan Edwards. He's a good player. What's that?
No, I was thinking Foch might have been here for this tournament.
Foch usually comes to play this tournament. I'm not sure what he told me. He texted me and said he wasn't playing.
You think?
No, not right now.
And I was disappointed to see Chris Robinson wasn't able to play in this. He's been playing very good pool out of California recently.
Yeah, he was. He's like a fourth on the waiting list or second on the waiting list.
Yeah, he had a chance to get in, but he played fantastic at the Swan. He finished third to only Oscar and Vilmos.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been a mainstay in the finals or late in the tournaments on all of the Mez West Tour stops.
Yeah, he places high. And he's been doing good for himself. Oh, that's who I want to give a shout out to is Jerry Matchin. Wishing you the very best, sir. You and Peggy, and hope to see you again soon. Jerry gave me a phone call the other day. Just wanted to see how I was doing. It's always nice to get a random call from friends once in a while.
Don got a little funny on this 7-ball. So
Well,
the 50-yard line. 50-yard line is the best seat in the house, but it's not where you want to always be. It's cuttable.
I don't know. I think if he draws this with a little outside English, he'll avoid the corner pocket, and he'll hold for the 8 in the same pocket. Should do. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
He hit that very well.
He's all right. The only guy who can hit it that good is Aaron, my friend Aaron over here. I'm good, man.
All right, so that puts Joe McClelland on the hill. Tim KOVACS is at 4. So again, we're going to do a score update. Joe Azuni and Gary Andrews. Joe is up hill to 3. Frank Moreno is on the hill against Gary Onamura, who has 2 games. That's hill to 2. And Mike Helmer is on the hill against Ray Skinador. Mike Helmer's at 5. Ray Skinador's at 4.
Wow.
Tim is breaking. Down 1 game, hill to 4. Looks like he's got to play on the 2-ball here. If you can get by the 7-ball enough, he should be able to roll up for the 3. This is a tricky situation he's in. He's going to either have to try and draw it straight back to come up behind the 5-ball, but you really want to cheat the pocket and come off to the right side of the table as you're looking at it from the screen, come off to that far rail to be able to shoot the 4-ball in the bottom left pocket. He doesn't have much of an angle. Oh, he cheated that well, but he's going to hit a little bit too much juice on that ball. He's going to have a good shot on it. He's going to be able to play this ball in the corner. That's why God put 6 pockets on the table. Oh, that was a great safety play. The gopher in me makes me shoot at shots like that, but that's a shot right there that can win a tournament. Joe Azuni beat Gary Andrews 6-3. And with ball in hand here after a very good safety, Tim has a very good opportunity to get out and make it hill-hill. Has absolute control of the table and it's wide open. Mike, was the score with Gary and Joe 6-3? All right, thank you. Looks like Tim can pocket the 6 ball. He has a little bit of an angle on it. Not sure if he's going to try and pound it over to this side. No, it looks like he's going to try and follow it down to shoot the 7 ball in the top left corner. Overrolled it quite a bit. That makes for a tough back cut. You're going to have to let this ball go. This is one of those shots where you almost have to just sell out at making the 7 ball and let the cue ball be where it's going to be. Because it can't steer these. You just got to let your stroke go. Wow. Undercut it a hair and left him cue ball, object ball as far apart as you can find on a 7-foot table. And Don should be able to pot this ball by, oh my goodness, I just said pot. I've never potted a ball in my life. I watched too much snooker. Oh my goodness, that might be the worst roll I've seen. You just missed that one. Don made a great shot on the 8, and the cue ball came 3 rails and narrowly scratched in the side pocket.
Wow.
For Hill. That
so,
is
yeah, now it's Hill, right?
Hill match. Another barn
Sheesh.
burner. How many matches have we had like that on this table? It's been
Everyone.
Cool. Everyone's been exciting.
Except for Sean Damani.
No, that one was exciting for other reasons. Cheers.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's a matter of perspective.
I just figured you took that bet to promote Canelas, which is a good call because it's a fantastic drink.
Yeah. Got to give a little bit of love to Canella Spirits and Farino Distillery. Thanks a lot for supporting POVPOOL this year and the Andy Mercer tournament. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Snaps the 9 in the corner, which would have counted because it was a top corner, but draws the cue ball into the pocket, and Don might be on tilt.
Well, he hit that ball pretty hard.
There was a little bit of anger after that last scratch. He got a really bad roll there.
It's tough, that last break of a set, in a Hill. There's a lot of adrenaline going on during the break there.
Absolutely there is, especially if you just got a bad roll.
Yeah.
Well, Tim's doing his best to keep him in it, though. He's getting a little bit out of line on too many shots. I think this match has been a little bit of nerves.
The Noive.
Sounds like you should be delivering me a Domino's pizza, the Noive.
The Noive. From the Wizard of Oz, my friend.
The Noive. Oh,
the
yes.
Noive.
You got me on that one. I would never have picked that one out.
It's the lion from Wizard of Oz. All right, Tim. Chance to run out.
Enjoy. You want me to take those out of the way?
Oh, yeah.
You need another one for sure.
Ooh. A little bit of movement there, but he got away with it.
Yeah, put a good stroke on the ball, though.
Hey, nice touch.
Somebody was here, and somebody put it up there. And I don't know which is better, here or there. I don't think it is.
I like it up there.
I like it up there because it looks like he's in a match.
Yeah.
His we're talking about the name placard for Doc Rice. Rest in
Oh,
peace.
I love the T-shirt, by the way.
Yes. Doc Rice was a mainstay of this event for many, many, many years, and
Good man.
he left us and passed on this last week and a half. It's been a tough time. They did a wonderful moment of silence for him before the player meeting and everything on Thursday.
Yeah, I wasn't here.
It was. I
Sorry to have
never
missed
saw
that.
Doc not smiling. I'm not. My mom was slapping
I've
me for
said
the
the
double
same
negative.
thing about Doc.
Doc is one of the most kind, generous people in the world, and always wanted to make sure that he could help beginners, help new players. He spread the knowledge. Doc was a wonderful man.
Yeah.
We truly are going to miss him.
Yeah, I will too. He was playing three cushion billiards as well with Trace Kane and Bernie
Yes.
Pettypiece, and it was always nice to see them show up to the three cushion events in Tucson, and I'll miss him.
Absolutely. Tim should be able to get this ball back and play the side on the side, and should be out.
Don't say should.
There's been a lot of shoulds in this game, this match.
I think he's okay though.
I think he is too. Shoot this shot in, float it out of here to shoot the 8 in the corner, 9 in the corner.
I think maybe Tim KOVACS is ready to match up with me now after all these years.
Tim's been.
Are you backing him?
No, I'm not backing him.
You're not backing him against me?
I wouldn't back anybody against you. You're a world beater.
Are you kidding me? When have you seen me beat it? You don't have to answer that question. You've seen a few videos.
I have seen a couple.
Yeah, you see me hit like a donkey too. That's the problem.
That was a good shot to get straight on the 9.
I've probably played more matches online than most of these guys. Well,
and you have a tendency to play really well when you're online too.
But everybody knows my actions, so they know how. You know what? Now I want one.
You want one?
Is that a Canelo?
No, this is my nickname shot.
Okay, I'll do one.
All right, we'll get you one.
All right. Halo.
6'5",
6'5", and Tim KOVACS represent Las Vegas.
Tim KOVACS won 6'5".
Tim did?
Yeah, can you order me a shot of Jack Fire in my tub?
We got action, folks.
Daniel Joe Baker and Jim Mackey.
I'm just going to call him DJ Baker.
DJ Baker.
And John Mackey?
Yep.
All right. Bring on the next barn burner, folks. We got action right here on POVPOOL. Hey, I want to thank Ariel Carmelli and Carmelli Cues. We love you, and gosh, we love your cues too. In fact, I ran into somebody who said he has one of your old 1995 Dealios. Boy, and it looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. He said he's been using it since he bought it 23 years ago, and the only thing he's updated is a couple shafts. Love our Ariel Carmelli and Carmelli Cues. Check these out.
I
Photos
love Carmelli's work.
Photos by
Beautiful.
Mike Ferrasi. I want to thank you, Mike Ferrasi, for the beautiful photo collage that you have sent me for